Hey guys, welcome to this. Hi, my name is Gemini, and today I'm going to be reviewing with you guys Born to Controversy Roddy Piper story. So I thought that this would be an interesting DVD review, considering Piper's without question one of my most favorite heels of all time. So if you guys get an opportunity, please hit the subscribe button and like the video, and let's get to the review of the Born to Controversy Roddy Piper story. It's going to be a good one. Okay, here we go with Roddy Piper, Born to Controversy, the Roddy Piper story. Now, I have the 3-disc set on this, and I heard that there was a 4th disc with extra Piper's pits, but I just have the 3-disc set. I know there's some people out there who have the 4-disc set, but I just have the 3-disc. Really, I had a chance to watch this the other day, and honestly, it was as enjoyable watching it, was it like last Thursday, as it was as watching it in 2006 when it first came out. This was definitely one of those DVDs that I put in my top 10 classics of all times. So we'll just get started. Return to the World Wrestling Federation. Let's see. Actually, chapters. A Troubled Start. You know, that's where Piper, you know, speaks of when he was living on the streets and stuff as a young man, and how he kind of bounced around, and he found a youth home, and the guy, the preacher, whatever he was, the youth home, helped him get into professional wrestling, and that Piper always says on the DVD that it helped him save his life. Territories, you know, he got really big up in the Portland area. Mid-Atlantic, you know, that's where he pretty much talks about everything he did with Greg the Hammer Valentine in the dog collar match. Starrcade 83, you know, that was a big deal. How him and Greg Valentine had that dog collar match. It was really a violent match. You know, World Wrestling Federation, you know, when he came in 84, 85, he was the top heel. Of course, working with Hogan at WrestleMania. You know, Hogan wouldn't have been nearly as popular at WrestleMania 1 unless Piper was there helping him along the way, being the antagonist. A babyface is only as good as the antagonist. Austin's only as good as, you know, Mr. McMahon pushing him along. You know, Piper's pit, where he would pretty much just verbally undress the other wrestlers, like what's that? The guy out here, Frankie. You know, he's from Columbus, Ohio, and he just tore him apart. Friendship with Bob Orton. You know, him and Cowboy Bob. I actually met Cowboy Bob. He was a really nice guy. Friendship with Bob Orton. That was cool. You know, he was Piper's bodyguard, and you could see them on the TNT show on this DVD. And Piper's, that's my bodyguard, ultimate rebel. He was, man. He was the ultimate rebel. Tension with Mr. T. You know, him and Mr. T, back when they were doing the early WrestleManias, they just didn't get along. But all the boss is back. You know, when he left the WWF in '87 after WrestleMania, and he went out to Hollywood. You know, he thought he was going to make it big in Hollywood. You know, and he went out and did the movie They Live. It was actually a really good movie, too. Return to World Wrestling Federation. Yeah, he came back at SummerSlam, and he mooned Rick Rude and cost him the Intercontinental belt versus the Warrior. It's funny stuff. Color commentator. Yeah, he did a few pay-per-views. Piper did Survivor Series 90 and SummerSlam 90 with Vance. I always enjoyed Piper. It was weird, though. For some reason, on those early Survivor Series, like Survivor Series 90, for some reason Piper would work heel on the mic. I think that was under the direction of Vance. Intercontinental Champion. You know, that's when he won the belt from the Mountie in January of '92 at the Royal Rumble. That was a cool moment. That was definitely a cool moment when he finally won the Intercontinental belt. Family man. Of course, Piper's got 4 kids. You know, he's very dedicated to his wife and his kids. Another turn to the World Wrestling Federation, 1996. he came back in '96. He was the commissioner between Bret and Shawn Michaels when they did the Iron Man match in March of '96. WCW. He didn't really like it at WCW. I know he was only there for money and that Ric Flair was there. Controversial interview. Oh yeah, okay. This DVD has the HBO thing where he talks about all the wrestlers dying young and the Hall of Fame induction. And it's got some stories on here too. Forget the script. Forget the sheet. Just my opinion. It was just a very well done DVD that really lets you get to know Piper, and it really focuses year by year, match by match on his career and what Piper was thinking about it. But the cool thing about Piper is on this DVD is he tells you a lot of inside stories. Like how him and Ric Flair used to, go over to Puerto Rico and cause riots, and he would play the Mexican national anthem for La Cucaracha, and he would just talk about how much heat he had on him back in the 80s and stuff. And he was definitely the top heel, no doubt about it. And then, of course, he tells the story on him and Morton Downey Jr. at WrestleMania 5, which is something I didn't know up until I watched this DVD, when he says that Morton Downey Jr. was trying to grab his legs out from underneath him, and Piper was going to smash him with a fire extinguisher and Gorilla Monsoon chants, "No!" And so you really get an opportunity to know Roddy Piper in this DVD and where he's been, all about his career and where he's going. And Piper's Pit he talks about a lot, and they show a lot of stuff on his family, which is great up in his ranch up in Oregon. And you guys would honestly have just a fantastic time with this. I don't really know anyone who didn't have a great time getting to know Roddy Piper better on this DVD. I don't know. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about this, because this was by far one of the best productions that they've ever come out with. I personally wish that they would incorporate Roddy Piper more on WWE TV, just because he's just so charismatic and so entertaining, and this DVD was so entertaining. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so the Piper's Pit is on disc 3. Frank Williams, yeah, he just embarrassed the crap out of him, and he talks all about the incident, of course, when he took the coconut and smashed it on Jimmy Snuka's head, and that was cool. It was cool. Piper was definitely cool. And in my opinion, this is one of the best WWE DVDs that they've ever come out with. I know it's a little bit older, and I know a lot of the footage might be like, I've never seen that before, and it's a little bit older and it's not so exciting. But I mean, just listen to some of the matches. Roddy Piper and Mr. T in a boxing match, WrestleMania 2 in Chicago. Saturday Night's Main Event from '86. Piper the Sheik. Piper Bob Orton. Roddy Piper and Adonis at WrestleMania 3. 93,173 fans in the Silverdome saw him cut the adorable one Adrian Adonis' hair. War to settle the score. Piper and Hogan. Steel cage match. Rick Rude and Roddy Piper from '89. I mean, the Bad News Brown thing, at WrestleMania, where the other wrestlers, Andre and Arnold Skolin, took the Piper painted half of his face black at WrestleMania 6 for the match versus Bad News. Jim Ross talks about this on the DVD. And then, of course, he had the stuff to take the black stuff off, but the other wrestlers, Arnold Skolin and Andre, took it away. So he talks about how he left Toronto with a Mickey in one arm, drunk, mean, and half black. And it's a shoot, man. And that's what makes Piper cool. And that's what's made Piper cool. And that's what makes this DVD cool. That's because it's a total shoot. And Piper shoots, man. And he doesn't PG things, and he doesn't pussyfoot around. And he was even cool in WCW. As dumb as WCW was, and I'm sorry if I said it, but WCW did a lot of dumb stuff. But when he was in Alcatraz in '97 for Super Bowl, that was cool, man. And Piper was cool. And this DVD is great. In my opinion, if you don't own the Roddy Piper DVD, my recommendation would be to, if you get a chance, go buy this. I really have a feeling that you would enjoy the heck out of this. So this has been my take on Roddy Piper, one of my favorite superstars, and the Roddy Piper Border Controversy DVD. And I hope you guys enjoy this review. Thank you, I'm Gemini.